Hey, what's up? It's Drumatic. First off, I want to start off by saying thank you to everybody that has been so supportive. I've gotten nothing but positive feedback, nothing but positive comments from people. Even the combative people have been cool about it, so I appreciate it. I mean, when you're doing a review on something, if you don't like it, then obviously there's going to be some other people out there that do, and I understand that and I respect that. So if you don't like what I have to say, and you do have something that like disproves what I say, and I have been corrected a few times, I'll be the first to admit that, I mean, you're right and I was wrong. Like, I don't have a problem admitting I'm wrong. Sometimes I would love for someone to explain something to me that I can't see. A lot of people aren't open-minded. They can't take positive criticism. I did one review on an artist that I won't mention his name, but I did a review on an artist that I did not know much about, because I just pick random artists sometimes off of trending, and I can see they're doing well and I'm interested, and so I will do a review or a reaction to it, and I realize halfway through that I just don't like the song. And then I'm like, oh no. But I try and keep it civil and positive as I can. They have fans, obviously, and they have millions of them, and they're way more popular than I am. So when I start getting their fans on my thing saying, oh, you don't know nothing about them, I get that. And I'm never attacking anyone's character. If I say someone can't rap or someone can't sing, I'm just speaking facts from my experience, from being in the studio for so long. I mean, I've done this for so long that I understand certain things that I don't think the average listener probably does. And so my feedback strictly comes from that point of view, and I just want to share that with people from an unbiased view without being a jerk, if I can. I just got to a point where I didn't like it and started to say some things, and you could tell people were like, you know, whatever, you're tripping. I love this person. And at that point, I get that. But like, a lot of the people that came to me were really just saying, hey, you don't know much about this person. You should go check this person out. This isn't a good example of this person. Why don't you go look at something else by them? And to be honest, I'm glad they did that, because the other stuff they showed me was much better. So sometimes just some positive feedback from somebody, instead of going, oh, thumbs down, you suck, you don't know nothing, just tell me, let me know, give me knowledge. That's what I'm trying to do, is share knowledge. Share knowledge with me, I'll share it with you. That's how it works. Today we have Lady Gaga. Kind of a weird day today, because I did, the last review I did was Shakira, and Lady Gaga is next, and I haven't heard nothing from either one of those women in quite a while now. So this is called Joanne. By the looks of the screen, it says, Joanne was my father's sister who died at the age of 19 from autoimmune disease lupus. Now, my experience with lupus isn't much. I had a lady who really believed in me when I was a younger artist. She had heard some of my music, and she worked for Warner Brothers and was interested in getting me signed. So I had a couple opportunities at record deals at a younger age and turned them both down. The reason was I didn't like the album deal. My lawyers were telling me it wasn't a good deal. She was telling me it wasn't a good deal. But the reason I bring this up is she had lupus. And people would tell me, oh, she's got lupus, and I didn't know anything about it. I just knew she was a nice lady. She lived in Los Angeles. I lived in Washington. She contacted me because she heard one of my little CDs that was floating around in California somehow. Just a CDR, like burned, like really. And she got a copy of it. She contacted me. I was with my buddy Big Smoke at the time. They wanted us to do something on Warner Brothers. I started talking to a middleman and her about getting a label deal with them, and maybe a subsidiary. I'm not sure if it was that label or Magic 32 Records, which was like Magic Johnson's label at the time. We were just in discussion with these people, and I honestly didn't really know much about that stuff. I was just wanted to make music, and that's all I cared about. And next thing you know, we're contacted back and forth. Our lawyer's not too happy with anything they have to offer, so we kind of keep going back and forth. And then the next thing you know, I hear she's dead. And I'm like, how'd she die? And they're like, lupus. And I'm like, lupus kills people? So that was my first experience with it. And I felt terrible, because I wasn't very educated on it. I didn't know anything about it. she was such a nice woman and truly just wanted to help me. I never had anybody reach out to me like that before. So I don't know if it's going to be a sad one or what, but let's check it out. Wow. So her dad was 15 when his 19-year-old older sister died of lupus.
Take my hand, stay Joanne, heaven's not ready for you.
Off jump, I'm just going to tell you I've never reviewed a ballad before, and I can tell this is going to be a ballad, especially since it says piano version. I don't know if a lot of people know this about me, but like I'm a hip hop head. Like I love R&B and hip hop, but I'm very open-minded, so I love all kinds of music. I just don't use the cop-out answer and say, oh, I love all music, because it's true, but I mean honestly, my favorite ones are hip-hop, R&B based music. So as a producer, my appreciation for stuff like this is probably different than a lot of people. It sounds beautiful. Like Lady Gaga has always had a great voice. She's got like one of them like powerful arena voices that could just blow you away. Almost like a Celine Dion type voice, and that's what made her famous. But her disappearing for so long and then having her pop up is definitely interesting. So.
Girl, where do you think you're going? Where do you think you're going, girl?
This song sounds familiar, so I don't know if this is a remake or if it's a remake that she made earlier and this is a piano version. I can't make the connection. Maybe someone can fill me in. But, you know, this is just a sad one, so I guess we're just gonna have to sit and watch this thing and take it for what it is. I don't have a lot to say about this, just for the fact that obviously on something this sensitive, I'm obviously not gonna say anything bad. I mean, I haven't heard anything bad anyway. I mean, it's great so far, but you know what I mean.
If you could, I know that you'd stay. We both know things don't work that way.
She looks really good too. Like, I swear these stars don't age or something. Like, it's like you see them, and then you see them one day, and then you see them 5 years later, and they look the same age.
Girl, where do you think you're going? Where do you think you're going, girl?
Dang, she's got a powerful voice. I mean, it reminds you of like Adele, you know, it just stands out amongst the rest. She's like Christina Aguilera, you don't get that stuff much. Alright, so my overall on this video was, I think it was shot really well. I really like how they kind of gave it like an organic feel to it. She's just kind of walking around, different outfits. They got her in the woods, she's walking downtown, she's doing her thing. I haven't heard anything from her in so long. I do like the fact that she spoke on lupus. I like the fact she wrote it for her father. It had a lot of meaning to it. I'm not going to say anything bad about this video. I'm going to give it a 4.5 because it's a great song. It's a pop song. It will sit at trending for a minute. Trust me. My name's Drumatic. This is Drumatic Reviews, and it was great to see y'all. Don't forget to subscribe because y'all are the shit. Peace.